CP the Artist here to talk about the comments that was left on my Kevin Samuels video and my Fresh and Fit video. Now I get it, right? Two big popular channels, little small YouTuber like me has no right to talk about the God Kevin Samuels and the double-headed monster of Fresh and Fit. I get it. They say I don't have the pedigree to talk about, these two. And, I just wanted to respond to this, right? When anytime a man has a objective opinion, a balanced opinion about accountability that us men should have, right? To lead as an example, it always comes back with, oh, you're simping. Oh, this is feminine energy. We're pandering to women. Let me tell you my story. I went through the red pill rage at 39 years old. I felt like I had to, prove myself and, be this nice guy. And then I was in this really bad relationship where I gave this woman my all, right? I gave her my all and she gave me the worst relationship of my life. At 39, I was like, you know what? I gotta make a decision and I gotta figure this damn women situation out because I was about to hit 40. And at 40, I'm like, I don't wanna keep doing this for the rest of my life, having bad luck with women. So I started out with dating coaches, like watching Coach Corey Wayne, and then I picked up his book, How to Be a 3% Man, and I started watching YouTube video after YouTube video. And then I was introduced to the red pill community and I got red pill raged. And for those who hate the red pill, I want you to understand this. Some of the stuff really works. There's things that I do agree with the red pill community, right? About being, a high, quote unquote value man. But the problem that community has is it's starting to do the same thing that the feminists are doing, right? It's this culture of we have to hate the other side, right? We have to have this victim mentality. It's all them and none of us. But, me as a pragmatic type of person, I was like, I'm not subscribing to none of that. I don't believe all women are the issue. And I don't agree, hear this, I don't agree with women saying that men are the issue. What I clearly said in the Kevin Samuels video, link in the description, what I said in the Kevin Samuels video is that he has a tendency to be a divider and not a uniter. If we really want to fix these things, ladies and gentlemen, right? This battle of the sexes, okay? We have to start coming together. We cannot have two sides just saying everything bad about the other side just because one half has a vagina, the other one has a penis. It doesn't work like that. Right? We are breeding men and women to hate the other side. And this YouTube thing is dangerous. So when I talk about Kevin Samuels, when I talk about Fresh and Fit or whomever, right? It's about accountability. And as a mature man, right? There's a saying. Maturity is the acceptance of accountability. When you're able to be mature, accountability comes naturally. So if I feel that there's something that I don't agree with Kevin Samuels, I'm gonna say it. And I don't care how many millions of followers he has or whatever. Look, you know what? As a man, you can come for me. I don't care. And as a man, the red pill community didn't work for me. Red pill rage doesn't work for me. Here is one very important point. All these messages are keeping people single and alone, men and women. It's keeping y'all jaded. It's keeping y'all, angry at the world, butthurt. You're losing friends and family over your opinions and your thoughts over what? Listen, there are bad men and women, and I've said this 1,000 times on my channel. There are bad men and women, but there are great men and women too. If you're a man looking for a good woman, she's out there, but you have to turn yourself into a good man in order to attract a good woman. Oh, no, that's some simpish behavior, so forth and so on. I never said anything about not being assertive. I never said anything about not having boundaries. Men, if we're going to change these things, we gotta stop acting like hypocrites. You see, you guys want to watch Fresh and Fit, and they have 1,000 girls every single night live that are either Instagram models, strippers, and you name it from the streets on their show, validating their opinions. But 90% of women are not like that. 90% of women are not like that, right? My point is this. Do you have to have a masculine frame? Yes. Do you have to walk with confidence? Yes. Should you be on your purpose? Absolutely yes. When you meet a woman that isn't on your same standards of life, you let her go. But the problem is this. Us men were crying for women to change like they're crying for us to change. Well, what we need to do is find common ground and that are aligned with, our purposes in life. And let's stop being hypocrites, right? Women want a traditional man, but they're not a traditional woman. Okay? There's truth to that. But here's the thing. How many of us men, let's be honest, right? No one's listening. How much of us really don't want to get married? A lot of us don't. So we throw these messages out that we want a woman to be traditional and so forth and so on. But we too are not giving them a traditional man, right? We don't want to pay, more than 50%. We don't want to commit into marriage. We want to run the streets as much as, some of these women are running the streets. This is a societal issue of selfishness. This is selfishness and self-sabotage, okay? Our society is messed up. My third point, to those communities that want to say, the red pill community, they're all just bad and so forth and so on. I want y'all to shut up. And here's why. Yes, I understand the toxicity of red pill rage and so forth and so on. But you know what? At least they're listening to the pain of men. When you're in a quote unquote blue pill state, right? You're thinking that, this Disney fantasy, that the women are thinking that, love conquers all and so forth and so on. That is dangerous too. That is another dangerous message, because at least men are starting to gravitate to a more psychological and era of thinking and how to deal with females on a more deeper level, right? So just to say, all these guys, they got a problem, so forth and so on. Look, it is hard out there in these streets. It is hard out there in these streets. It is equally as hard for a woman to find a good man as it is equally as hard for a good man to find a good woman. And there's nothing wrong with addressing all the issues, but addressing these issues in a mature and accountable way. This toxicity on YouTube from both men and especially women are just dividing us further and further and further into a loveless society. Shout out to my boy Melvin Todd. Yeah, loveless society. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe to the channel. Love each other. Figure out a way to do this. I'm trying to be a voice of reason. I'm trying to be a voice of change so we can start loving each other, going back to how it was before we got all these things messed up. You know, we got to start getting back to loving each other and stop sabotaging our own happiness. And we have to end this victimhood cycle. Peace. Subscribe to the channel. CP the Artist. I am out.